All right, here we are, day 14. It's Monday morning, the 12th of February. Pretty cool view. Just starting out, first mile of the day. Got about 12 to do to Fontana Dam and meet the wife. All right, here we are. We're about close to 4 miles in, right around 4 miles in for the day. The sun kind of went back in. Where I'm at right now, it's kind of foggy. But that's okay, as long as it's not raining. You know, yesterday, got to the campsite, totally soaked. It was nice. Fortunately, I had some dry clothes, basically my sleep clothes, which, you know, I'm hiking in today. But I was able to put those dry clothes on and then cook a meal. Some mashed potatoes with sweet and spicy tuna and some cracked red pepper from Domino's. It was real good. You know, your whole attitude changes once you get dry clothes and a hot meal in. You know, that's something that, you know, is just part of the deal on the trail. You know, there's days where it just pretty much sucks. You know, you're wet, you're cold, you got lots of miles, your feet hurt, your legs hurt, everything hurts. But, you know, when you're able to get to camp, put on some dry clothes, eat a hot meal, and crawl in that bed, get some good sleep, which I did. You know, it makes you feel a lot better. You know, but on days like that, you just have to persevere, and that's kind of the, I guess, the Scoutmaster minute of the day is perseverance. You know, most of the time, you know, everybody has the ability, I believe, to complete huge tasks like hiking the AT. The difference is the perseverance. You have to persevere. You have to be able to enjoy the simple pleasures like warm clothes, hot meal, something like that, when times are bad. So that's the Scoutmaster minute for the day. And I'm fixing to do a little climb, so I'll let you all go. All right, everybody, just came up there. This is the top of this mountain I'm at. See the view. You people following the bubble probably won't get to see this view because there'll be leaves all over the trees. All right, everybody, we're heading down now. It's not too steep right here, so I figured I'd do a little video before it gets too steep. A couple things. Looking at some of the comments from the videos. First of all, appreciate all the comments and all the support. Some suggestions, things like that. I've tried to adjust the sound on the intro and outros so they're not as loud and they a little bit more consistent with the rest of the video. So hopefully that's good. It's kind of hard to do on your phone when you're sitting in the dark at a campsite, you know, without disturbing everybody. And I'm gonna put headphones in, all that good stuff. So, yeah, I try to do those the best I can. We'll keep working on it though. If it needs some tweaking, let me know. I do want to get some film of some cooking, and I will do that when we have a little bit nicer weather. I'll get some cooking on there so you can see what I cook, what I eat. Same thing with the tent setup and all that good stuff. As far as gear, people have asked about gear. Everything so far has worked pretty good. I'm trading out my rain pants. I had just a cheap pair of Frog Togs for the rain pants. And they're just, you know, I just tatter those things. They got holes in them, tears in them, stuff like that. So just gonna go with I got some pants my wife's bringing me today. So we'll check those out. So that kind of covers a lot of the comments and stuff like that. And one last thing before I head down and tackle this downhill is I just want to give a shout out to the Citadel class of 1990. That's my fellow alumni, fellow classmates of class of 1990, the Citadel, which is the Military College of South Carolina. They're in Charleston. I want to give a shout out to them for all the support, the phone calls, texts, messages, stuff like that of support. So I really appreciate it. Keep them coming. I read all of them. It really helps to motivate me to keep going. So good job, guys. All right, here we are. Still heading down towards Fontana Dam. This is pretty flat right here. We're getting ready to just crest a little hill and then head back down some more. But I figured terrain's not too bad. I can get some video and not kill myself. You can see the view over there. It's kind of cool. Finally, the sun is starting to peek through. Something I hadn't seen since Friday. So it was nice to see the sun. I like the sun. Sun's good. All right, so yeah. So 14 days in, feeling pretty good body-wise. Obviously, I still get my trail legs. Still getting that cardio built up. Getting used to all that altitude. Back home in the low country, like the highest point above sea level is like 23 feet or some crazy thing like that. So, you know, you start getting up in mountains running around 4,000 or 5,000 feet constantly and climbing mountains. You know, it does a good routine on your cardio. So still developing that, you know, but I can tell some of these uphills getting easier and easier, you know, as I do more of them. Build that cardio up and get those trail legs under me. But you know, it's been 14 straight days of hiking, so tomorrow's 0 day. I think it's going to be a much needed 0 day. You know, I think my body will probably thank me for taking the day off and letting it rest up a little bit. But you know, I don't have any real soreness to speak of. Obviously, when you're hiking, you get the little, after so many miles, you know, your feet hurt a little bit, or this hurts, you know, but nothing long lasting. Every night before I get into bed, I roll out my legs, so that seems to help. In the morning, you know, you just have to stretch a little bit. You're a little stiff, but that's about it. So my body's reacting pretty good. Starting to get more of an appetite. I'm starting to get more of a thirst, you know, where I drink more, which is good, because I want to, you know, in the beginning, you're trying to force water down your throat. It's freezing outside. The water's basically freezing. You know, it's like no desire to really even drink or eat, but you got to. You try to get your calories and give your body some fuel. But after 2 weeks in, it's getting a little bit easier to do that. So, all right, well, we still got a good bit down here, so I'm going to cut the camera off, and maybe we'll catch some at the at Fontana when I get there. All right, ladies and gentlemen, there she is, Fontana Dam, right down there. You see the water? It's the dam that you have to walk across on your way to the Smokies. That's the Smokies up behind it, I'm assuming. But that's it, almost there. All right, everybody, here we are. It is day 15. This is my 0 day here at Fontana Dam at the lodge. Met my wife yesterday afternoon, about 2 o'clock when I got down off the mountain, and had a great time, had dinner. We're just hanging out today, doing some laundry, did some resupply, stuff like that, just resting the legs. We'll have a nice dinner tonight, and then tomorrow morning, my wife will drop me back off where she picked me up over by the marina, and then I'll hike and start heading into the Smokies. What I wanted to do today, and combine these two videos, day 14 and 15, since it's a 0 day, is I want to go over some of the gear that I have and how it's been performing. I've had some questions and comments on my page about that, so I wanted to get to talk about that today. As you can see here, I have the Neo Air pad by Thermarest. Love the pad. It's lightweight, really comfortable. And with that is the pump sack. I use that as my pack liner, so I put that inside my pack, put everything in that I don't want to get wet, and that helps keep it dry. And then at the end of the day, when I take everything out, I have my pad folded up in the bottom of that pack liner, and then I blow it up using that pump sack, which is very helpful. All right, here we got the pack. That's my Exos 58 pack. And what I do is right inside here where the water bladder goes, that's where I stick my Tyvek. That's my ground cloth. So I stick that in there. Then, as I mentioned, I take this, which has my pad in it in the bottom, and I stuff it in here. And that becomes my pack liner now. Just like that. All right, here I have the Z-Packs. I think it's medium plus it's called, or medium something. It's the dry bag, and I keep my quilt in it. I keep my liner in it. That's my Cool Max liner, which I love, Sea to Summit. My down booties, which they'll eventually go home, but I'm still keeping them for the Smokies. Love those. And my inflatable pillow. And I'm going to take all that, stuff it inside this sack. And here we are. That's all of that stuff compressed down into this one stuff sack. All right, for my clothes, all my extra clothes, I put them in the Z-Packs pillow case bag, so you can do it inside out. It becomes a pillow at night, nice soft side to it. And I also carry an extra Ziploc bag inside here in case I have something really, really wet or stinky, and I want to keep it in here not to infect my other clothes or make my other clothes wet in between town stops. So I'll pack that and show you what that looks like. And that's my clothing bag all packed up. So you see I got my clothing, and there's all my sleep quilt and stuff like that. So I got these two main bags that's going to go in my bag. All right, after I pack the sleeping gear and then also the clothes, I take these two, I stick them inside the liner next to each other. And what that does is I stick them all the way down. There we go. And then what I do is, if you can get a little bit closer, you can see. Those are down there. Then I take my rolling stick is going to go down here. It goes kind of in between the two, right down in there. I stick it in there. It's kind of hard. There we go. And then I take my tent poles. They go in front here, slide right down, as you can see. Then I'm going to take my tent, which is this. This gets jammed down, and I don't put it in the stuff sack. This way it just conforms to whatever space is in there on one side. This is the actual tarp for it. Rain fly, whatever you want to call it. Again, same thing. Just stuff it down in there. Just jam it into any open space. Jam it all the way down. And you can see, still got space. Then I take my ditty bag. This has got about 3 or 4 little Ziploc bags. This is my journal. I have one for a first aid kit, one for my electronics, and I got my crampons. I'm going to take that, and that's going to go in here. Okay? When all those things are in there, then I just pull this closed. That gives a double protection. They're all in plastic or Z-Packs, but then they also got that double protection. Then right here, you see all that space I got? Here's my food bag. This has got 4 to 5 days worth of food in it. I stick it right on top. And I want it on top so that at lunchtime when I stop, I can access my food real quick, depending on what I'm eating for lunch. If it's something I can just pack in my pocket or something, I will. But otherwise, right there, that goes in. Pull this sucker tight. This goes down, that straps down, there you go. That's without the brain, without the lid. And then if you look here, if you get this, this clips and all that stuff. But then you got the stretchy pocket. Okay, inside the stretchy pocket, I put rain jacket, rain gear, puffy jacket if I need it, water filtration, and also my toiletries for toilet paper, shovel, in case I gotta go, that slides in there. That's pretty much it. That's the whole pack. And I've got, of course, the 2 little pockets here. I keep my sunglasses, stuff like that in one, and on the other I keep my headlamp, knife, things like that. So that's it. That's how Scoutmaster packs his pack. All right, there we go. There's Mrs. Scoutmaster. What are you doing, Mrs. Scoutmaster?
Writing in my journal.
Writing in your journal.
Yes.
What are you writing?
I just keep my thoughts written down for while you're gone. I've been doing it since before you left, so I keep writing.
Are they good thoughts or bad thoughts?
It depends on the day.
Okay. Have you had a good time here at Fontana Dam?
Yes, it has been wonderful.
Have we had a good 0 day?
Yes, nice to spend time with you.
Okay, and we're ready to hit the Smokies starting tomorrow, right?
Absolutely.
All right. Sounds good. Well, we'll say goodbye for day 15
Yep.
here on the Appalachian Trail, and we'll see y'all tomorrow.
Bye.